All right, welcome back, everybody. We have a massive booth to do. Size wise, not so much, but there are so many items in this booth. It's going to be such a challenge for me. This was on my bucket list, this one in this particular store. So I'm excited. He has really cool items, and we're just going to get in here, make it a lot more walkable, get a lot more surface space for him to have more things be able to be displayed, obviously help those sales. So let's get started. This is going to be such a long project. I'm very, very excited to do this one. It is early in the morning and we're going to do this all day. So let's go.
This booth has some of the most unique finds you'll see in an antique mall. It's one of those where you'll find really eclectic pieces, really nostalgic pieces you probably had at home, artisanal handcrafted pieces, actual antiques, petrified woods, things like that. There's just so much in this booth, and in order for you to see that, we got to clean it out. So let's get started in this. If you haven't already and you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. It really does help, and I can't wait for you to see the end result. My plan of attack for this booth was to take out all of the soft items first. I wanted them basically at the bottom of the pile so that at the very end, after all of the solid items were placed on any surface areas, the softer items are easier to tuck, or even you'll see later I create a way to display them up off of things so that you can see them a little bit better in kind of a creative way. That kind of flows well with this space because it is a very creative space, and I wanted to continue that aesthetic. Then, of course, I had to get all of the obstructions out of the way so that we could move around in the space better and be able to pull out bigger items and anything that was hidden in the back that just kind of got forgotten about over time. We're going to pull everything out so you can see everything he has again, and customers can see everything he has and not have to spend so much time digging through because it is such a large mall. It's just a smart practice to make sure that your space is accessible and cohesive so that the customer can just, if they're looking for a particular thing, like say ashtrays, or they want to see, what all of a specific type of theme that you have, they want to see it all kind of in one space because it's such a large mall. There's so many other places to go check out as well. So the more organized you have it, you can still keep it in like a eclectic, whimsical way. But if you keep it themed or sectioned at least a little bit, then people have a little bit easier time understanding your booth and shopping it better. The next step for me was to get it all swept up, cleaned up, and move the large anchor pieces around to create a different look in the booth and a different walking flow to the floor plan, essentially. So, yeah, this thing was so heavy, but that's okay. You can do it if you put your back into it. And we did. So, it took me a really long time, obviously, to get this across the floor, but it went. And I wanted to put it over in this corner because I wanted to have a little bit more of an anchor in that back corner because I'm going to shift over that arch shelf as well in just a little bit. The glass cabinet was surprisingly, to me, it seemed heavier than the fridge was, but this table was actually not that bad. It is very sturdy. It's such thick glass, and the wood itself is has like soft things on the bottom. So I'm gonna stack them, of course, because I love a stacking moment. But also because I want to create some levels in there and clear floor space. So that is dual purpose there. And once I have this all dusted up and swept out, I will have pretty much a clear floor through the middle so I can start bringing in some bigger items and slowly but surely start to fill this space back up. I worked and reworked this space in my head before I even went in there to try to gather how I was gonna sort things out. And once I got in there and started pulling the stuff out, all those plans went out the window. So I knew I wanted to categorize as best I could. Um, and that's kind of what I did on this side over here. I have all the wood tones and the darker ceramics, and um, you'll see like the religious items. Those things are all grouped on that side, and then the other side is more his industrial, his kids stuff, his stuffed animals, his anything colorful is over there on that side, as best I could anyway. But yeah, this was really interesting to try to use what was in the space shelving wise and try to create vignettes like I do in the other spaces, with less items, and try to figure it out with all of the items and mixing everything together, but in a way that makes sense. And I hope I did that here. It really was a challenge, and I am so happy with the outcome at the end, you'll see. But this was just it was just so much brain work to try to sort out for me, and that was kind of the funnest part for me. It got a lot of creative energy flowing, and I got to see a lot of really, really cool items.
Oh my god, it is so hot in here. Luckily, I have a huge fan right there. You can hear me. Oh no, I'm already crashing things. Yeah, this has been a day so far. It is a lot of stuff in here. I'm trying to create little sections, and my phone died, so I missed quite a few steps here. But so far, let me flip the camera around. I'll show you. All right, so we do still have these shelves over here to work out, and we have some space over here, and little holes to fill in. It's got a lot of stuffed animals. We're gonna try to fit into this thing, and maybe throw some like in the chairs and stuff, so they're seated. We move this whole thing over to the back, and we've got all of his woods and metals and sculptures on this side. So it looks still so overwhelming, but piece by piece we're getting there. The goal is to be able to walk in there and have things displayed better, and I think so far we're getting that. So we're gonna keep trudging along here for another hour or so, and then go from there. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up for the day. Hopefully you can hear me. This is where we're at today. We've got some like seashell stuff. I still need to sort out a few things over there. Got his religious stuff, studio pottery, steins, amber glass kind of over there. Over here we've got these Asian figures and ashtrays. We've got wood and metal here. Little porcelains over there. Some more stuff hung up. I'm gonna add more here. We're probably gonna have to use this for his stuffed animals. I'm gonna clear that out a little bit more tomorrow and do that, because there's a lot of stuffed animals and it's kind of just overwhelming this space right here. So gotta get that going. We'll probably hang up some more up there. Mugs and glassware there. Cartoon, Disney, clown, kitchen trophies over here. And this is how it was before. These are salt and pepper shakers, so I might switch that shelf up a little bit too. And that's where we're at right now. So big difference, but still more to go. We still have all of these stuffies and all of this to try to get in there. So see you tomorrow. All right, hopefully you can hear me. It is day 2 in here. There's some areas that I think I can tighten up a little bit, especially inside this fridge. We need to be utilizing that space a little bit better. And I still have all that stuff that's over in the hallway over there. So we need to get the rest of that stuff pulled in. And then we need to just tighten up any areas that look like they could be tightened up. So it's just things that just are a little off. I'm gonna start to look around and see what I could tweak. So that's the goal for today. I don't have a lot of time. I gotta go, but we will do as much as we can.
I wanted a fun way to display the plushies, all the stuffed animals, and like the dolls and things like that. So up there on the top left, I just put some screws in the wall and hung some rope and then clothespins. That's all that is. This could also work with a chain and metal hooks. If your stuffed animals have, like the neckties or like a tag or something you can hang it from, or even the clipping hooks or shower curtain hooks with the clips on them. Anything like that could work as well to get that effect. Oh, we're getting so close to the end. I am just using every remaining inch of this space I can at this point to get out whatever's left and move around anything that I think can be displayed a little bit better. Um, Find better places for things. Get more things at different eye levels. So just anything I can to get more items out, and I think I did it. So let's go see. Let's look at the after. I'm so excited to show you. I did leave some of these areas the same. I added little touches here and there, but I just left kind of the overall feel of some of the things he had set up already. And look at that. There's our little stuffed animal display. Extends down into those shelves there. I like that mirror. It kind of causes like a doubling effect of the stuffed animals too. There's clowns and characters and kind of kids stuff, but then I don't know, cookie jars, anything colorful. There's a random spine. There's a Mark Twain doll, Mary Mushroom canisters. That's all the mugs, all his glassware, really pretty teacup. If you need any creepy dolls or any of these wicker creepy doll chairs, there's about 1 million in here, so come get them. And there's, in this shelving unit, there's a lot of recognizable stuffed animals and some novelty items and vintage games. And just a lot of novelty on this one, on this side. A lot of characters we recognize from our childhood. The rhino, of course, needed that big feather hat. And we've got the wizard sitting in there with Shamu and a goat. And we've got a little basket of little frames. This area was kind of hard. It's still a little bit difficult to get to, but it's kind of just the catch-all area of the booth. Over here he has a bunch of salt and pepper shakers and really tiny ceramics and animals, and then a big old stack of frames over there. He had so many frames and limited wall space, so I stuck them up there. And over here we have Elvis and sculptures. These petrified woods, those handmade items. Here's the altar. Anything religious or spiritual went over here. We've got our ashtrays, little porcelain figures, this cool butterfly heart lung thing, studio pottery and colored glass there, another bin of frames, and his shells and kind of oceany vibes, piratey vibes over there. And that's it. So here, check out the before and afters. Oh man, so that was so much work, but that was so much fun. I really enjoyed doing this space. Again, it was a bucket list one for me. I just wanted to see if I could take on something like this, and I am very pleased with the results. So hopefully you like it too. Once again, thanks for joining me. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you later.